What's going on, folks? This is LB the Realist with Surrealistic Studios, Surreal News, where the real is surreal. I just want to give you guys a fresh reminder that Julian Assange, the creator and founder of WikiLeaks, the organization that helped to expose the truth about what was going on in our name in America and abroad as well, he exposed how the U.S. government was double tapping and they were killing the first responders of so-called terrorists or so-called insurgents, people that they were attacking. They would have people, like ambulances and people to come help and to come, give, render aid to these people that were just bombed by us. We would go ahead and double tap them as well. So as soon as they would come over to help, we would go ahead and kill those people as well. Julian Assange exposed those truths, I should say, with Chelsea Manning, who was also recently jailed, and then let out, and then jailed again, and then let out, and who's been dealing with a lot of mental stress and anxiety, I'm sure. Julian Assange also received information through Edward Snowden about the NSA spying, about how the government is actually spying on us through our technology, through our phones, and storing our information. And recently, Edward Snowden was vindicated in that. I believe a superior court ruled that the spying is in fact illegal after a 7-year battle. So Julian Assange is being held in Belmarsh prison right now in the UK. They arrested him at the Ecuadorian embassy last year in 2019. And he's been held in Belmarsh prison ever since. Now, Belmarsh is supposed to be one of the roughest prisons that you can be in, held for murderers and rapists and terrorists and that sort of thing, or those sort of people. So they're trying to basically torture this man, not only physically, but mentally and emotionally. They had a hearing recently, this past Tuesday, and they had to re-adjourn because I believe Julian Assange had an outburst. It's what they call it. They're not letting the man speak. They're not letting him defend himself. They're torturing him. And all for exposing the truth. All for letting the people know what's going on in our name. He faces 175 years in prison because the U.S. wants to extradite him from the UK to the U.S. under the Espionage Act. The Espionage Act hasn't been used for years. It was literally used just for, actual traitors of the country. But Julian Assange is not an American citizen. He's an Australian citizen that does journalism, just like the New York Times and the Washington Post and all these other giant publications that seem to be immune from this kind of scrutiny or this kind of judgment. So the United States wants to extradite Julian Assange, where he faces 175 years in prison. No human even lives that long. Why do we have these stupid ass prison sentences? I have no understanding of why they do this, right? So this is the truth. He exposed the truth with Edward Snowden and Chelsea Manning. Edward Snowden was just recently vindicated. Chelsea Manning was just exposing murder. She was exposing corruption. Edward Snowden was exposing corruption. Julian Assange was exposing corruption. So we have to continue to speak Julian Assange's name. I know sometimes, personally, it feels like there's not a lot that we can do. We just got to keep his name alive and we got to make it so that the mainstream media has to report on this. We have to make it so that people have to know about this. They have to know about what's going on in our name. They have to know that the government is trying to silence us. They don't want the truth out. They don't want people knowing what's going on behind their veils, behind the curtain there. They don't want us to see the wizard behind the curtain. And that's what Julian Assange, WikiLeaks, Edward Snowden, Chelsea Manning, that's what they did. They exposed the fraud behind the curtain. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below, folks. Like this video, share it, share this video. Because people need to know about Julian Assange. And make your own video about Julian Assange and keep speaking these names out. Keep talking about people like Seth Rich, who a lot of people believe was the inside man of the DNC that was exposing even more lies and even more truths about how Hillary Clinton, was basically running the show back there, and how they did Bernie Sanders during the 2016 election. Keep speaking these people's names until we receive answers. All right, until next time, folks, remember love, peace, and light. I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm out.